Yo, check this out.
One, two, three, break it down.
Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy.
One, two, three, kick it. One, two, three, break it down.
Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy.
One, two, three, kick it. One, two, three, break it down.
Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy.
One, two, three, kick it. One, two, three, break it down.
Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy.
One, two, three, kick it. One, two, three, break it down. Kick it. Kick it. Kick it.
Oh, I'm sorry. How could I not show up after this banger? Hello, hi. Sorry, Jazzy NYC 98 is a banger, and I will have nobody say it isn't. So hi, hello. I know, no game today. Well, later. I'm still not 100% sure what we're gonna do later. I'll figure it out when I'm allowed to think. Tier lists. I have a couple. I only have like 4. But yeah, they should maybe take like 2 hours. I'm debating whether I just go into Ace Attorney after this. We'll see. This is a banger. I just wanted to come on here. I was screwing around earlier. I want to show you guys something quickly. I mean, we're here. We've got plenty of time, so I'm just kind of hanging out as well. I want to show you guys something. So I was screwing around earlier. You may notice the chair. I'm doing my best moist critical impression. So I was screwing around with my VTuber software earlier. I was having a lot of fun, and I discovered something. And I'm not gonna turn the settings on because it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Because I did like a bunch of things. I think I broke it at one point and then I fixed it. But all I can say is this is your new Greeble Overlord, Gleebglop. She's green and she lives in my basement. And if any of you starve her, then I will be very upset. You guys can watch her for like an hour. Or else. I don't know why. I just like that image a lot. I think it's so stupid looking, but I love it. But yeah, we're not really doing too much crazy today. I have about 4 tier lists, and then we'll probably go into like Ace Attorney. I was debating Wilds, but if I'm using my model, I don't think I can do Wilds. I don't want my PC to die on me while I'm doing Wilds, or my model to start lagging. Unless... Hold on, wait, did I... Hold on, okay, hold on. I have another image I'm gonna throw on screen for a second. I drew this up like right before stream, just as something goofy silly. I need to use this to cover things up while I quickly check something. Holding. Loading. Fucking... You can still see everything. Hold on, let me hide the window. Loading. This is the most scuffed thing I've ever set up, but you know what? It's funny, so I don't mind. Did I do the other stream of Wilds with my model? Because if I did, then maybe we will do Wild. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I used my PNG. Okay, no, never mind. Never mind. Don't ask me why I didn't just hide the window. It's not as fun. I literally made this today. I like it a lot. It's not very good. I like it a lot though. I think it's funny. Anyways. I've messed around a bunch. Yeah, we'll do tier list. I have a very out there one, but I can do a different one. You know what? I'll do an average one first. Pokemon. It's Pokemon. I say a very average one, but like, you know. I've done like a handful of these before, but like, you know, opinions have changed. I was going to do a Final Fantasy game one, but I've done that one a handful of times now, and I feel like nothing has really changed yet. So I'll play a few more Final Fantasy games on here, and then we'll do another one just to like update the masses. I was going to turn some of this into a video. We'll see. The only one on here that was kind of like YouTube-y was this one, which was just all the Final Fantasy V jobs because of the one Final Fantasy V video that I made. I don't know about the GBA ones on here. You can't see my cursor. Is there a way that I can make you see? Yeah, I can. Hold on. You get to see my cursor. There we go. Now you get to see my cursor. There we go. There's a few on here that I just won't know anything about because I know nothing about the GBA jobs, because I've never played the GBA port of Final Fantasy V. Maybe at some point on here, because I eventually want to get to all the Final Fantasy games, right? Some of them are long as shit. I eventually want to get to them. Because why not? They're all pretty fun, and I think I have an idea of which one I'm going to tackle after Crisis Core, because I don't know if I'm going to stream Rebirth right away. As much as I want to, I need to double check and make sure that everything's not going to die the second I boot up stream with Rebirth open. Because that game makes my PC cry more than Wilds. And that's maybe not the most, like, you know, the best thing for stream. But this one's very obscure, or not obscure, but this one's very out there, and I'm only doing it because how long should be holding? Okay, well, you can relax. You can breathe now. You can breathe. You can let go for a second. Just relax. We'll hang out for a bit. I was debating either that. I was gonna do Street Fighter 6 afterwards. I didn't compile the shaders before stream, and well, that would actually crash my PC. Not my PC, but that would really tank stream. So we'll hold off on that. But basically, Pokemon links, because I'm gonna see if I can drag a friend into a call and they can demand me to move it up and down a bit. There's Pokemon Final Fantasy V jobs. I'm debating on doing this one, but then there's this one, which is a fucking Dragon Ball mobile game. And the only reason why I'm doing it is because I had a look. Like I've played this for like a long time. Which friend? You'll probably know him. They're a friend of the stream. I have this one, which this one is very much just like a ooh shiny jingly keys, because it's just going through animations. This video is like 50 minutes long. I'm debating on. I'm gonna cut this one out actually. Right now, I'm live cutting it out. It's like an hour long. I don't want to do that for like an hour. That's maybe something I'll take on my own or something. But I don't know. We can do some tier lists and then we just hang out for a bit and then we do Ace Attorney. How's that? Sound good? You know what? Actually, since I did, sorry, I'm like being a bit silly here now. Since I did the, where's something that'd be kind of fun? Yeah, no, I've been streaming Ace Attorney 1. I'm almost through the Steel Samurai case. I think I have one more case after that, and then there's a 9-hour case that's going to be a pain in the ass to do. But I'm going to do it on stream, and then I'll just get into the other Ace Attorney games. We'll just, I mean, okay, right. Let me find something as well. This is kind of, I know, very poorly planned, but I was like, I want to do something new today. And like, you know, I don't know. You know, I'm thinking Dissidia Opera Omnia. Look, I'm a fucking nerd for like some of the mobile game stuff. Not mobile games in general, but like oh, you know what? You know what we could do, right? Okay, so I do want to do like one pseudo react one. So what we'll do, Dissidia 012, which is an awesome game. What we'll do is I'll pull up all the fucking supers from that and we can just go through. Because they're fun. I like them a lot. I'm debating on doing a Sparking Zero one way later down the line, by the way. It's just with tier lists sometimes, I just can't stick to them very well. I can't stick to them for very long. Otherwise, I start going insane. But there's like a lot less characters here. You know, this is like an actual Final Fantasy fighting game. So it might be kind of fun. I don't know. This is, plus I haven't shown you guys Dissidia yet. I've mentioned it a million times, but I've never showed you guys Dissidia. Did I? I did. Okay, hold on. So, Dissidia, I should hide this because Google has a tendency to sometimes dox people. Dissidia 012 all supers. EX burst. It's like 10 minutes. You guys want to chill out and do like 10-minute video and just kind of hang out and do all that shit? Hell yeah. Now, by the way, I have played this game. I own this game. But I own this game physically. This game's awesome. I'm gonna stop the music in a sec. But afterwards, we'll do Ace Attorney. I will yell at my one friend who loves Ace Attorney. Because I've just been really hooked on it. Honestly, Maya has really got my ass, and I don't know exactly how many of the voices I'm going to be able to do without dying today. So maybe it'll be a little less intense than last time. I also just don't remember half of the voices aside from the ones that I had to do consistently. So like, you know. All right. Anyways, so in here, wherever, whatever. Dissidia 012 is a Final Fantasy fighting game. It's a sequel, actually, to the first Final Fantasy fighting game. The only difference between this one and the first one is they added Lightning Final Fantasy 13. So they added Cloud, but for the girlies, you know. EX bursts are just the supers. It's an arena fighter, but it's a very, very fun game. I'm going to eventually play it on here because I need to get footage for something I've been planning, but we'll cross that bridge once we get to it. Aside from that, let's begin. Actually, no, we'll do the Pokemon ones first. We'll do the Pokemon first one, then Dissidia, and then Lynx, and then we'll do Ace Attorney. So, Pokemon, right? This is like kind of in order, and the only reason why I'm doing this now is because the Legend ZA got announced. I haven't even watched the trailer yet, by the way. Straight up, I just haven't watched the trailer for ZA. Mainly because I just don't like. I'm interested. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Twitter. I worked that day. I had no chance of watching it all day. And B, people just, I've seen it. I've seen everything on Twitter. Xenoblade X is coming out in like 13 days, though. I have that game on the I have that game pre-ordered. I had money on my Switch. I'm not spending money right now. But you know what? I will crush you. I will crush you. We'll put a few in here. I've probably done this before. I almost definitely have. But you know, I gotta sit here and be like, you know, there's a couple on here that I don't like, and this is just going off the first evolution, by the way, because if we included like second forms, third forms, we'd be here like all night, because there's too much debate to happen here. So gamer, Bulbasaur, the first one. You know, actually, S4, hold on. My son. There we go. Oops, I did not capitalize that. Okay. Sorry, I did take my meds today. My brain is still a bit fucking zoomy, though. Right. The Bulbasaur. I don't know why he goes down there when I lift him up. Don't know why. But Bulbasaur. You know, Gen 1, grass starter. I get the feeling I would probably put him like a C. I don't have anything against him, really. He's not like the worst, I would say. Well, hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. So, Bulbasaur is there. Bully's not CC. Okay. Hear me out. It's a Gen 1 starter. They're a bit plain. And by a bit, I mean they're kind of plain. Ooh, this banger. I love this song. Bulbasaur's a bit plain. And it's not like a matter of, oh, you know, I just hate him because he's in everything. He's just a bit plain to me. I know I'm probably, like, no matter what, I'm going to annoy some people with just how I place this. And this is not intentional. This is just how I feel. But, you know, it is what it is. If you get mad at me, you can yell at me, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I think people only like Charmander because of Charizard. I think that's the only reason why people like Charmander. Yeah, he's cute, right? But we gotta be a bit more like, okay, they can't all be S tier. You just cry. Is your favorite Gen 1? we can't just let them all be S tier. They're cute, so that means they're all cute. Maybe except for why is Scorbunny here? Why is Scorbunny here? Here, let's put Scorbunny back. He goes there. All I'm saying, like, it's just you gotta be a bit more critical of them, or else, you know, everyone's just gonna be an A and S tier. It's the gen I started with because I'm 30. Oh hey, the gen I started with was Gen 4, and that's probably gonna reflect in my choices a lot. I look, everyone's gonna love the gen that they start with. That's just like what it is. But I gotta say, Charmander, he's there. He's like a B. He's like a good middle ground. We can use him as a way to judge other entries. Because the only reason why I'm doing that in particular is because I just think people really like Charizard. And that's like it just trickles down to Charmander. I don't hate him. I just think he's not as him alone is just not as like mind-bogglingly awesome as people are like Charizard, and they fucking like point. They do the fucking point. Also, he's in like everything, you know? So I know he's like one of the Gen 1 starters, but like Charmander and the Charmander line in particular is just in everything. Be it from fucking X and Y, which is... I wasn't annoyed by it. I was a child when I played X and Y for the first time. I was like, I don't know how old I was off the top of my head. But I do want to play X and Y again, because it's been at least 10 years. Probably more. But yeah, probably a few more. But I think I just have to say he's here. I think Squirtle's the best one of the Gen 1s. And the only reason why is a very specific episode of the Pokemon anime. So I never really played the Game Boy Color Pokemon game, or the Game Boy Color Pokemon games, except for Crystal, because I had no way to play them other than legally playing them, you know. But Squirtle is just cooler than the rest, because in that one episode of the Pokemon anime, he gets Gurren Lagann glasses, and that has always stuck with me, and that's just how I feel, right? He's just the cool one. He's the cool one that everyone sleeps on. Also, he could probably clean your car for free. No car wash. You just walks up, goes, and it's clean. Probably also tear a hole in the side of it, but you know, it's clean. You never said anything about it being intact. This one may confuse people. I'm not necessarily a grass person. Like, okay, when I first played Pokemon and played a bunch of Pokemon games for the first time, I was very much a fire starter person. I would just always pick fire. I'd always be like, hell yeah, that's my type. That's the Pokemon I use. But like, then I actually kind of played more than like 4 Pokemon games. and I hit like, did I just hit the nail on the head? I played a few more Pokemon games, right? So the first Pokemon game I played was Gen 4. I like it a lot. BDSP is too faithful for its own good. I don't have much nostalgia for Gen 3. Because I guarantee, right, a lot of the YouTubers and like a lot of the people and like everyone kind of just goes crazy for Gen 3. I just don't have the same kind of attachment to it. Gary fan? Not quite, no. If you want to know my favorite, well, I mean, it was Cynthia. Cynthia and, oh my god, I'm blanking on her name so bad now. That's Gary Star? I thought Gary was, I thought Gary was like Eevee. Isn't that how it was in like Pokemon Yellow? I think that's the only Gen 1 game aside from like Fire Red because of ROM hacks that I've actually played. No? I thought he had Eevee. Oh no, I'm thinking of Let's Go. Speaking of, let's go. Pikachu and Eevee aren't in here. But then again, if Eevee was in here, he'd probably just be S tier for me. He's my little guy. Squirtle was his starter? Huh. Well, no, doesn't it just reflect it's the type that's better against the one that you choose? Or is there like a canon starter? I always thought it was Venusaur. Blue and Gary are different. Oh. See, okay, I'm too used to the Pokemon manga because I'm a nerd. I read the Pokemon books more than I play the Pokemon games. I'm just a little nerd like that. So I sat there and I read Pokemon Adventures on the way to school so long, just so many times. I loved it. It's actually really good. If you have a way of reading it, read it. I fully recommend it. The only reason why is because every time I think of it, that's just kind of replaced a lot of other versions of Pokemon to me, because that's the only like concrete this person chooses this. I mean, the protagonist has a Poliwrath or Poliwhirl as his starter, so he just doesn't even get any of the main three. He just has a Poliwhirl, and it's kind of awesome. But yeah, no, that series is great. You should totally read it if you can. I think the black and white one, the starter for, I mean, it's Tepig, but because they always include the male and female trainers as separate characters, which is why I kind of love it. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but bear with me. For black and white 1, he has a Munna and a Musharna, which is the little psychic, like, sleepy Pokemon. And it's great. I love it. I absolutely love that thing. He has a Tepig, but like, you know. Yeah, no, you were able to select gender, yeah. But they split them. Like, they actually split them into separate characters for like the manga. Sorry, I blanked on it for a second. Anyways, that's just a long rounded way of me saying that it's not. These are the only one that's affected by this is like Squirtle, because he's really cool and he has Gurren Lagann glasses. That's like I love Squirtle because of that. That's like my best shot there. Now Chikorita. I was going down the tangent originally just to. Okay. Originally just to say Chikorita is not that bad. I will stand on the hill of people hate on Chikorita too much. It's not my favorite it's not my favorite starter from Gen 2. I like Gen 2 a lot. I didn't even play Heart Gold Soul Silver for a while. Like I didn't play it when it came out. I only had Diamond until X and Y. But Chikorita gets so much, it just gets hated on so much for no reason. I think the only reason why people are upset with Chikorita being in ZA is because they wanted a different Pokemon. And I mean, of course, it's, you know, people wanted Trico. I guarantee you the reason why people were upset is because they wanted Gen 3 starters. Maybe a hot take, I don't know. But Chikorita is cute. Look at it. It's just got a big old leaf. And Meganium is pretty. I like Meganium a lot. Cyndaquil, easy. Just easy. Typhlosion's cool. We're not going to bring up the Pokemon leaks. We're not bringing up those Pokemon leaks. If I see you bring them up, I'm going to kill you. I'll put you in here. I'll put you in the crushing machine. But Cyndaquil, as a Pokemon, is just perfect, right? Not my favorite starter, by any means. But it was my starter in Legends Arceus. It was my starter in Crystal, because Typhlosion in that game is broken. It was my starter in... Was it when I played Soul Silver? Chikorita, yeah, Chikorita's cute. Chikorita's cute there. But look at Cyndaquil. look at how cute he is. Look at him. He's just a little guy. He's so sleepy. It's one of those Pokemon where I'm surprised that the Pokemon Company doesn't put them in more because for the people who don't know, Pokemon puts out these animations that are insanely high quality, and all these like animated stuff. They just put them out on Twitter. There's of just people living in the Pokemon world as normal. Like it's an Eevee greeting you after a hard day of work, and I'm like, that is adorable, and I love it so much. And I think the most recent one was Cyndaquil. I think there was one of them recently that was Cyndaquil. That's gonna date this stream a bit, but it was so cute. I loved it. Cyndaquil's awesome. I love Cyndaquil. So here's where some people maybe get a bit upset with me. I always thought Totodile was kind of not horrible. It's my least favorite. I'm gonna scooch here. You know what? I'll scooch him up like that. Totodile is my least favorite of Gen 2. It's not a bad Pokemon. None of these are bad Pokemon. I'm gonna get that out of the way now. None of these are bad Pokemon, right? I don't really hate any of these except for like one or two. Totodile to me, I just wasn't too big on them. You know, just me. I think it's just partially like maybe it's bleed over of being a kid and like being a kid and loving fire Pokemon a lot, which definitely shows in the like in some parts of this list. But really he's I don't want to be mean. He's not bad. He's just kind of in that era of a bit like not plain. That's not the right word at all. He's in that era to me of like just not really hitting the same kind of, just not hitting the same as like Chikorita or Cyndaquil. I know Feraligator's cool. Don't worry. I know Feraligator's cool, and I'm sure when Totodile Mega Evolves in Legends ZA, everyone's gonna pop off. But yeah, he's cute. I'll give him that. He's a cute little guy. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest here. Mudkip is another one of those starters that's just kind of amazing. I know he's busted. I know the entire Mudkip line is absolutely busted. Technically, you could get the same coverage with a Wooper and Quagsire. Why did I blank on Quagsire's name for so long? It was Wooper and Quagsire. But you could just like completely put him anywhere else, right? It is busted. And you know, he's the easy choice for Gen 3, right? If you want to steamroll half of the game, which there's always a Pokemon for every gen that you just steamroll half of the game, you pick Mudkip. But I give you a counter argument here. He's really cute. Look at him. Look at him there. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Look at him there. He's the kind of Pokemon where you look at him, and if you say that he's not top, he's not one of the best in like the starters, he's gonna start crying, and that makes me sad. I don't want any of them to cry. Trico, to be honest, right? I think this is maybe just me not being as big on Gen 3 as the rest of the internet. It's not like bad, don't get me wrong. They're all little guys. They all are, yeah. I just think Trico looks kind of dopey. Like, what is he grabbing on? Why is he... He looks like that one dog image. Oh my god, let me see if I can pull that up. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, here we go, here we go. The only reason why I hide my screen is just because, you know, right here, this guy, this little guy, this little guy, he looks like that. I don't know why, he just kind of looks like that dog. But I just don't like Trico. The entire, like, right, again, if this was the entire line in one go, like this, it takes the entire line into account here. Sceptile and Grovyle. Grovyle is probably one of the best looking first stage evolutions ever, or second stage evolutions ever, right? I think he's one of the best looking ones. But Trico just looks kind of goofy, and I don't like him all that much. Because every time I see him, I'm just gonna pick. I'm just gonna pick Mudkip. Because it's Mudkip. He's the cute little guy, and I love him. And he. Have you seen him? Have you seen Mudkip? Look at that. It's Mudkip right there, guys. It's Mudkip there, ladies and gentlemen. And everyone in between. Okay, now. Torchic. Everyone I know that played Gen 3 is such a massive Blaziken stan. And it is, these aren't ordered, by the way. These aren't like ordered, or else I'd have like so many Pokemon right there. But these, I'm a little more like spread on Gen 3 just as a game. I don't know why. I just didn't click with it as much as the internet is like, yeah, Gen 3, you know. It's like on par with how people are about Black and White, which I love Black and White. Don't get me wrong. Love those games. I did 2 Nuzlockes of Black and White 1 and Black and White 2 years ago. And speaking of, I'm going to do another one soon. Maybe X and Y, we'll see. But I am planning on doing one soon. I say soon. I need to clear some of the games off my plate soon, but but yeah, Torchic is fine. He doesn't really do anything wrong. You look at him, he's definitely got a bit of a, you know, he's got a tiny little face. His brain's maybe not all in his head there. Those eyes look like they're, you know, very blank. He doesn't have a soul after all. And you know, Blaziken, Combustion, kind of cool. It's just kind of, you know, Mudkip's right there. Yeah, Mudkip's right there. Mudkip is he's just a little guy. Okay, now Gen 4. Okay, look, for anyone that's been around for like, I want to say a couple months, I had to have mentioned, I've definitely mentioned like a million times. I say a couple months. Anyone who's been around for a while, like any amount of time really, you know where he's going. You know where he's going. That's my son right there. I love him. That's my little guy. He gets there. He gets to go there because he's my guy. He's my son. And if you say anything mean about him, I will cry, and he will cry too. And you don't want one of those to happen, at least. So, you know, be nice to him. He deserves to be there. Now, Chimchar. I know at this point, this was towing into the point where people were a bit sick of firefighting. I say a bit sick. Really, there was only Combustion and like Blaziken at this point. Like, you gotta be real when I say Infernape and the entire Chimchar line, maybe Monferno looks a little weird, right? Chimchar, full of bangers, right? Absolutely full of bangers. Chimchar, He's a little cute. He's just a little monkey guy with like a flaming tail. He's cute. Monferno is a bigger monkey with a bit more fire, right? And then you get to an Incineroar. That's not it. Infernape. There we go. We get to Infernape. And that's just Goku. I know. That's like Goku is Lucario. That's like the easiest agreed upon thing. If Goku was a Pokemon, he'd be a Lucario. Not even saying that because of Sean Schemmel voicing Lucario in Smash Bros. Chimchar is just Goku, right? I have to put him in A. That's my little Goku there. That's the original Goku. There's a few other ones in here that are a little more Goku. There's a few other Pokemon in general that are more Goku. That's the original right there. Lucario was in Gen 4. You see Chimchar first, though. He is the number one. He's the original. Version 1.0 of Goku in Pokemon. And I love him. He's a little guy. Piplup. Now, this is like history here, saying this. When I was a kid, right, I was playing Gen 4, probably for the first time. I played it through it like a million times. Because, you know, I had a DS, just an old one, and Pokemon was one of the only games that I had for it. So of course I was going to play Pokemon nonstop. That's why I love Budew so much. Even though it's more of a recent thing, I love the little guy. He's my little guy. He's tiny. He's so tiny. Have you seen a picture of Budew in the new Pokemon games? He's so fucking tiny. He's just a little guy. And that's why I love him. Hold on, I'm going to get some water because, you know. If I'm doing Ace Attorney later, then I gotta make sure that I'm not like, that's not even like set in stone that I'm gonna do Ace Attorney, but I'll figure something out. I have a couple games in the idea box, you know. Piplup, he's cute. The evolutions are nice, you know. He's a good all-around Pokemon. Very cute though. Yes, it be. He's not bad. I think he's one of the weaker ones of the gen. He's cute. He's a cute guy. I like him. Empoleon, Prinplup, you know, they are all just very solid designs. It's just a good middle point. We're going into the category where, hold on, okay. I'm going to do this one now as well, because I think that this was the most obvious play I could have possibly, like, you could have seen coming a mile away. You know my branding. Right? You know every bit of my branding. Look at all of these Pokemon and take a guess which one is my favorite from the ones on the bottom here. Because I guarantee you, it is the most obvious answer. It is the most obvious answer. There's nothing you could say that would change this from being up there with Turtwig for me. I know I jumped ahead. I'm sorry. Fennekin is one of the cutest Pokemon of all time to me. I love it so much. That's my girl. That's my daughter. You know, a lot of people get weird about Braxian and Delphox. They should stop. That's not going to do anything. That's just me saying they should stop. No. The entire Fennekin line, really cute, wasn't firefighting. It was the first in a little line there of firefighting Pokemon. Or it was the first one to break that cycle. Because we got a Fire Psychic, which is a typing that we barely get in Pokemon. I can't think of many others off the top of my head that fighting Psychic is a fair, like, thing. Or like something that is actively like popular and everything. Okay, now we'll get back to Gen 5 because, you know, Gen 6, I did just jump ahead, but like that's another one that's like, that's my brand. You know, that's gonna be the result very clearly. Snivy. Okay, so back when I first played Gen 5, I originally went with Oshawott, and this was like years after everyone else played it. I think I traded games with a friend of mine, and I played through all of Gen 5. I think I still have one or two of the copies or something like that. Not that I stole them, but like I think they just gave it to me after a while because they didn't want to play it anymore. So Snivy was not my first choice in Black and White. Not for any real reason. I just... When I was a kid, I loved Oshawott. For some reason, he was just a little guy. Sorry, I'm going to use that for, like, everyone. Unintentionally. But, like, Oshawott, right? He's cute. He's cute. He's a cute little guy. Everyone hates on him. And I don't know why. It makes me sad, actually. Snivy's really cool. Snivy's one of the coolest starters, I think. Just, like, pure cool factor. It's just a great design. Snivy's just awesome. I've really come around. I think Snivy's my favorite in Gen 5 right now. I say right now, that's gonna change like the fucking leaves on a tree. And I mean, that new Tepig looks great. I really like how Tepig looks. Not a big fan of Tepig. Just because I don't really like Embor and Pignite all that much. They look kind of goofy and I don't like them. But Tepig is so cute. Right? Tepig is... I think he's great. I loved how they characterized him in the manga and the animes. I say the animes, there's probably more than one that has Tepig in it, right? He's gotta kind of go here, I think. It might bump you down. No. I think people would actually kill me if I put Charmander any lower than he already is. Yeah, I think that, okay, no, I was gonna like move some stuff around, but I'm like, no, we'll keep things how they are. Tepig's great. Tepig, he's fun. He's cute, he's cute. I might, okay, actually, sorry, this is going off the tangent that I was saying earlier that I might do another Pokemon thing soon. I'm gonna do a vote, either with the Twitch subs in the Discord, or if I can do one on Twitter. So Twitter's kind of like, though, about polls. I might do it in the Discord with the sub. We'll see. But which gen to do? I'm going to maybe push Gen 5 off the list because I've already done one of Gen 5 and I've already done one of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I didn't win them. It's just for the Gen 5 one I got to the Elite Four and then I lost, so like I don't want to do that one again. I will also put Radical Red on there, which is a Fire Red hack. It's fun, but I'm gonna turn off the EVs IVs thing because I've played it in my spare time. I get my ass kicked so quickly because I know nothing about EV IVs. I have never paid attention to that stuff in Pokemon. The only thing I thought of is, hey, this move does damage, this move doesn't, I'm gonna get rid of this. I was a very simple-minded person playing Pokemon, and still kinda am, but I think the only trainer that I've really had trouble with in the last, like, since I started playing Pokemon and fought against Cynthia for, like, 5 times before I actually beat her, is, I want to say, one of the Scarlet and Violet trainers, but I forget their names because I don't remember a lot about Scarlet and Violet. I wish that game was really good. The story was really good, and it was really fun. As one thing I will say is Scarlet and Violet was one of the most fun Pokemon games we got in a while. It's a shame it was a broken mess, and I really don't have any desire to go back to it. It sucks, because the DLCs, right, I hear they're pretty good. I played a bit of them both. I never finished them. I finished the story for Scarlet and Violet. I never finished the DLCs. I think it's just because I was burnt out, because the game ran horribly. I know it had Ceruledge, and that's like one of my favorite Pokemon ever, because that's just my colors. But, like, I just... Something about, like, I mean, the obvious thing about, the obvious something about Scarlet and Violet was just the game was bad. Like, the story was good, the characters were good, Pokemon were good, the game itself was bad. It was a broken mess that was definitely not functioning well, and was pushing the Switch to its limits in the worst way possible. So, you know, Scarlet and Violet was an interesting game. Anyways, getting back, Legends Arceus. See, okay. As much as I'd love to count the Legends Arceus stuff in each of these Pokemon, I don't think I can, because that feels a bit like disingenuous, I guess. I don't know why. It's just like, because like you think of Oshawott, right? And I mean, Hisuian Samurott doesn't really change much, right? I think with Hisuian, well, Hisuian Typhlosion looks like a stoner kind of, and then, well, we'll get to Rowlet when we get to it. I still like Oshawott a lot, I'd say. That's just a cute little guy. He's just a little meow meow kind of. That's just how he is. That's just who he is. He's just that, you know. And I love him for what he is, but you know, he deserves to be happy. But yeah, I think that's probably the best spot for him, because I like him a lot. I know a lot of people don't like him. I think the Black and White anime, that was the last one I actually watched, because I just didn't have a way of watching it after Black and White. He was just so cute, you know? You would go, asha, 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 and then he'd trip over and lose his shell and he'd cry, and I'd get sad. Okay, we're getting into X and Y again, right? See, I think from here on out, you kind of hit the point of these are really strong starters. However, it's more their other evolutions that everyone thinks of, right? You know, I'm not. That's not like set in stone. Obviously, that's not law. That's just how I've kind of picked up on things over, you know, the years on Twitter and everything. Which is, oh god, I've been on Twitter for too long. Chespin, I've seen people really hate on Chespin over the years. I like, even back when X and Y got announced, I've seen people hate on Chespin. People love Froakie, but they love it because of Greninja, right? I think that is like the most clear, like, as much as this is my opinion, that's just very clearly what the case is. People love Froakie because of Greninja. There are people who like Froakie for Froakie, but a lot of people just like Froakie because Greninja. That's a good song. So I mean, look, as Froakie itself, I will, you know, I include the evolutions for when I'm explaining it. But as Froakie himself, he's cute. But he goes here, to me, right? Chespin is his own version of, like, cute. I have not seen a Pokemon that I look at and I'm like, that's just cute. That's just cute. He's just a cute little guy. That's a lie. I've said that about every Pokemon I've gone over so far. But Chespin is just, he's cute. You know? He's got a goofy little smile. His evolutions are kind of weird. But he's got a goofy little smile. And look at, he's so happy. Even though his head is very empty. He's so happy there. And that's what makes him really good. Froakie, I just don't like Froakie. I'm sorry. It's not even having like a vendetta against Greninja or anything. I just don't really like Froakie. Now, Rowlet. Sun and Moon, I think, right? As much as people hated Sun and Moon when it came out, and also Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon because of A, it breaking the gym leader cycle, B, them saying it takes so long to get out of the tutorial, like the first like 2 islands they were, because I used to listen to podcasts around that time, and I remember people were really, really complaining about Sun and Moon and how like the first 2 islands are a tutorial and there's just not much to do, like you just don't really feel much afterwards. And then everyone saw Luzamine and they really, really latched onto her. I think because it's like the only mom in Pokemon that isn't yours or your best friends. Actually, no, I say that. Lily is your best friend in Sun and Moon. You know, I I've also been meaning to play through Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon because I've never played those games. Those are the only Pokemon games, only mainline ones I've never played is Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And maybe one day we'll check them out on here. We'll see. You know, we'll see about that. But I think Rowlet, he's like an A. I like him a lot, you know. I think he's got one of the most solid lines. He's one of the most solid grass starters in Pokemon. He's not the most. We'll get to the most in a bit. Actually, I think we've already had him, but like, you know, you can see my opinion on screen there. He's not the most, like, Pokemon I've latched onto. He's good, though. I like Rowlet. I'm blanking on the names of the evolutions so bad right now. It's because I haven't played Sun and Moon in years. Genuinely. And I mean, I didn't pick him for Legends Arceus because I saw Piplup there. Or not Piplup, Oshawott. So I picked Oshawott. Actually, no, I picked Cyndaquil. What am I saying? I picked Cyndaquil for Legends Arceus. Which is another game I might play through on here at some point. Just Legends Arceus is so, like, big compared to, like, the other Pokemon. I mean, all Pokemon games are big, but, like, Legends Arceus is, like, its own kind of level of that, if that makes sense. I feel like, okay, right, Litten is one of the Pokemon, one of the starters on here that you cannot mention without directly going to Incineroar. And Incineroar is just, oh, what am I doing? I'm just ranking the Pokemon starters. We got a couple tier lists that I'm gonna do. I have like 3. One of them is Final Fantasy stuff. I'm gonna change that to best ever, because yeah. We're just ranking the starters. It's specifically the starters, and it's not like the evolutions. That I'm just kind of mentioning them because, you know, that's the explanation. Litten, again, Litten is just one of those Pokemon you can't mention without directly mentioning Incineroar and the massive effect that Incineroar had on Pokemon as a franchise. Right? Like, I'm not crazy in saying that Incineroar is probably one of the most popular Pokemon of all time. Partly because of Wolfie, partly because Sun and Moon was the era where they really started making, this is going to sound really funny, right? I know there was Machoke, but Sun and Moon is the Strive. Ooh, I love Strive. Strive's really fun. I haven't played it in a long time. I'm an Alpha and Bridget main. You can probably tell from the person I am. Of course I'm a Bridges main. You know, I salute the pink, white, and blue, you know. But I'm not crazy in saying Incineroar is just one of those Pokemon that, like, everyone latched onto. Is insanely good and competitive. Alpha and Dizzy, oh, that's so based, honestly. Dizzy's really fun. I just cannot play her consistently. There's also another community that Incineroar is very popular with. And I don't think I want to mention them by name. Not the community itself, but just what those people like. Because I feel... Tips from Dizzy, don't get hit. Yeah, her full screen moves, you know. I think Litten itself is a pretty solid design, right? I like it a lot. It probably goes B, right? Incineroar is just one of the Pokemon of all time. He's very clearly somebody on the Pokemon team's persona, and the internet took it and ran with it. And it kind of has that effect that, like, okay, I know okay, do I want to say these words? I'll wait for the ad. Actually, you know what? There's an ad in 15 seconds. I will wait to say those words in the ad because I know this isn't going to show up on the... Well, this is going to be in the VOD regardless, but, like, you know. The fish can backdash. Okay, so the ad is starting soon. I don't know how long it is. Specifically, I waited because the community, it's the same community that scooped up Gardevoir, Lopunny, what's more Pokemon that community scooped up? Gardevoir, Lopunny, a lot of Psychic types, right? Another starter that we'll get to later. Delphox and Braxian. Who else? A lot of Pokemon. But it got scooped. Incineroar got scooped up by that category of people. And it turned into one of those Pokemon that you look at and... No, not furries. Not furries. I'm not somebody who hates on furries. It's also the same people who actively do Vaporeon, the Vaporeon copy pasta. And do not paste that, please. That is not something I want in my chat. But it's the Vaporeon crowd. The ones that say it and don't mean it as a joke. Got scooped up by that. But, hey. Incineroar is just also... I did, don't worry. Incineroar is just one of those Pokemon that's like everywhere in marketing as well. A lot of Pokemon games have him as like a headliner. I think Pokken Tournament had him as a headliner too. He's in Smash. You know, just the list goes on for Incineroar. He's just one of the popular guys. Poplio. Look, okay, so Sword and Shield. Oh wait, no, Poplio is still... This is still Sun and Moon, I'm stupid. Poplio is cute. I like Poplio. Primarina is very nice. I like Primarina. I think it's like here, right? It's not my favorite Pokemon. It's not one of my favorite starters. I respect it, and I sit here and I'm like, that is a starter I would pick if it is like my second pick for Sun and Moon, I'd say. Even though he's definitely not like that good, because I mean, what? Fucking flying, grass, dark fire, I think water fairy? Was it water fairy? Jesus. Actually, I figured out what we're gonna do. We won't do Ace Attorney tonight. I'll save that for next stream because my voice is still kind of shot from the other night. But we'll do something kind of fun, I think. Poplio is just cute. And that's all he needs to be. He's not like the best Pokemon in the game. He's not crazy good. He just needs to be cute. That's it. Grookey. Okay, no, hold on. I'm going to say Scorbunny up here too, right? Scorbunny just goes up there automatically. He is, I am a firm believer. Scorbunny is one of the most consistent Pokemon of all time. All three designs are bangers. Because even with my son Turtwig here, Turtwig still has Grotle. Not that Grotle isn't cute, it's just definitely a middle evolution. And it's not like... It's not my favorite middle evolution. I know Fennekin was also like the start of that, but then people hate on Pokemon that stand up. It's kind of crazy after a while how much people will hate on Pokemon that stand up. But Scorbunny is just one of the most consistent Pokemon of all time. I put Poplio here. He's cute. But I'm just saying, he's just the most. He has great first design, great middle design, great final design. Okay, Scorbunny, Raboot. Why? Cinderace. Why was I blanking on the final evolution's name? I used this in Sword and Shield. He's great. I think he's a great Pokemon. Great line, great Pokemon all around. Just a banger. Sobble. I don't like Sobble. I don't like Sobble. He's so ugly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sobble fans. He's so ugly. He's so ugly. And I'm not that big on Inteleon either. He is. Grookey's like there. I have no strong feelings about Grookey. Like at all, really. He's just Grookey. Here's, okay, I'm gonna be honest, right? Scarlet and Violet. I really like all 3 starters in Scarlet and Violet. I think they're all great designs. I really... If I were to pick between... Like, it is such an easy pick between them for me, though. Sprigatito. You notice a trend now where, like, I have a lot of fire and water up here. Well, I have 1 water. I have a lot of grass, a lot of fire up here, right? It's just like... Actually, is there anyone I want to move up? I'm debating moving Snivy up. Oh, hell yeah. 3rd strike music. Hell yeah. Bangers. Okay, yeah, no, I'm moving Snivy up. Not even just to make it even, but like, I'm moving Snivy up. So... Sprigatito is one of the Pokemon I love. I love... Fuck, I'm blanking on the name again. This just happens, I'm sorry. I just have bad memory when it comes to Pokemon games, or Pokemon names. Oh my god, because I named mine... Oh, not Sprigatito. God, oh my god. Okay, that's gonna bother me so much. Sprigatito's final evolution is busted. It's one of the best Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. It's mainly just because it has a starter move that is a guaranteed crit, does pretty solid damage, and you can give it protein. Or, not protein. The one that changes your type to the move that you're using. I'm stupid when it comes to abilities and everything. I don't know that much about Pokemon. I just know the Pokemon and how cute they are and some of the moves that they learn. I don't know the abilities and like IVs and EVs and like fucking stats and like eggs stuff. I don't know. I'm probably one of the most casual Pokemon fans on the internet. Quaxley. I really like Quaxley. It's mainly just because he's the only Pokemon with hair. And putting it in that context kind of makes it weird to me, right? Quaxley is the only starter here with like a defined hairstyle. Because the rest are just kind of appendages that jut out of their head. Quaxley's the only one with hair. He's fine. He goes there. I don't like Fuecoco. I don't like... well, okay, it's not that I don't like him. I'm not a part of the crowd that really... What am I smoking? What? Fuecoco? I don't have any strong feelings whatsoever about Skeledirge. And Fuecoco to me just doesn't... I don't like him ever. Oh, you mean for Quaxley? Okay, well, I'm gonna be honest about Quaxley. Something that definitely helps is just Donald Duck in Kingdom Hearts. He just has the same hat. Like, Quaxley's hair is the same hat as Donald from Kingdom Hearts. So I just, if I got a Quaxley, I just name it Kingdom Hearts, right? I just name it Donald, and he can use Zeta Flare and kill somebody with the power of 4 suns, and then die as a byproduct. Kingdom Hearts is so funny. I want to run a night where people can just submit the funniest cutscenes that they think of, and just go from there, because I think funny cutscenes, not even when they're intending to be funny in video games, are a gold mine. I think I called him KH time. Oh yeah, because Disney would have gotten you. They would have come after you if you named him Donald. Yeah, I feel like this is probably my best. This is my list, I'd say. Also because I do need to move on, and I need to be kind of quick with the Dissidia one, because I want to have some time. I'm gonna close the Lynx one. I'm gonna do that and like make fun of, not make fun of my friend, but bully my friend with it later. It's just for the sake of time, because I usually only stream like 4 hours. Dissidia, we have like an actual video to watch with it, and it's like 11-minute video. I'm gonna try not to pause every 10 seconds. Gen 9 Fire Guy, yeah, no, Fuecoco's not my favorite. I know people who love Fuecoco. I just don't. And that's it. I just don't. Actually, okay, so you know what? I decided what we're gonna do after this. I'm gonna do Spyro. I'm gonna do Spyro 1. I know I need to finish Crisis Core, and I need to finish Ace Attorney, but Crisis. No, I should do Crisis Core. We'll do Crisis Core. The VOD will be split anyways, so if you're watching this on YouTube, then you can very clearly see what we end up doing because you're in the future and I'm not. So this is Final Fantasy, right? Dissidia 02. This is the only Final Fantasy fighting game ever. Well, no, it's not. These were relegated to the PSP, so you know, pardon a little bit of crust. But these games are some of the coolest Final Fantasy projects ever. And then they made NT and kind of ruined it. And they kind of ruined it. And now I am sitting here wondering, I hope this series gets more love in the future, but I don't think it will because NT did not do well. But these games were on the PSP. They are really fun. They do a really good and interesting job of like making all this. The guy that's Pokemon Cup, who loves the Gen 9 Fire Guy, not say, oh, okay. Huh. Oh, you mean Officer Jenny? I mean, you know, Officer Jenny has her, you know. But this is just fun. Oh, okay. I see. Anyways, yeah, you've been looking at this image. This is like 11-minute video. I'm gonna try and get through this quick. I'm gonna pause after each one and then jump over here and like probably put it on here. Just no frown. I don't think I'm gonna put anything down here, but like, we'll see. This does have all the characters. There's not too many characters, but they're all pretty fleshed out. All their combos are really fun. I need to shut up and just play the video. I'm sorry. First up is Final Fantasy 1. It goes in like the order of the Final Fantasy games, and I think there's 2 original characters in here because there's Chaos and there's a Moogle that is like the light side. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played these games, and they're just awesome. And they've got a lot of love put into them, and that's why I wanted to look at them now and show you guys. Anyways, Warrior of Light. Okay. FF12 is not that bad, it's good. Okay. Okay, first off, right, let me put this one. That's fair. Okay, look, I attribute me not, I'll put that in B, right? So it's like a good middle ground. We can use this as like a basis. Do I like it more or less than this? FF12, I think 2 reasons why I'm not super big on it, but I am going to get around to like actually playing it and like fully going through it. The 2 things are, the faces are very uncomfortable for me to look at. I think Vaughn looks like Dylan Sprouse, one of the Zach and Cody twins, and I can't shake that from my mind. I was playing another game recently where, it was Rebirth. I think there's like a little like ginger chocobo guy. He looks like Zach. He looks like one of the Sprouse twins as well. Dylan and Cole Sprouse. But anyways, I just don't mesh with 13 or 12's combat that much. I bet it's probably one of a really, really fun Final Fantasy game. I just need to get around to playing more of it, is all. I recorded like an hour of footage for the video that I made, by the way. I didn't need an hour. I needed like 3 minutes, maybe. I don't know why I did an hour. Or no, it wasn't an hour. It was like 30 minutes. Anyways, I can't yap too much. Yeah, I think that one's a good one to put in the mid ground, you know? Okay, this is Final Fantasy 2. See, I think the only thing is the Switch version is the best, as you can switch jobs. You don't like the team set. Yeah, the Zodiac Age one is on on all platforms now. That's the one that I played. Okay, so that was Firen. Where's Firen? There's Firen. he's like, I'm gonna be honest, right? His just feels the same as Warrior of Lights, and I say that kind of in a bad way because his just kind of feels the same. And the only reason why I'm a bit more critical about that is because there are ones that are really, really cool in here that are a bit different, and actually feel different. So I put him there. I'll put him there. Now it's the Onion Knight. Oh no, it's not Butts Time. It's Onion Knight. Which Onion Knight? I really like the amount of attention to detail for the Onion Knight here. As much as I don't like Final Fantasy III all that much, it's not like a hate or anything. I played through the whole thing. It's kind of just like, it's there. I think this one is really fun. So you do have to navigate the menu yourself, and it does lock you into doing only Shuriken. But I just think all the little details here of like having the Elder Staff, every weapon, you have the regular dagger and then the Orichalcum Dirk. I just think that's a nice touch, right? I like this one a lot. Hold on. Ah, my God, I'm sorry, my finger hit my mic, ow. Onion Knight, I will say, he's like an A. I will give myself a chance to move them around. Yeah, Onion Knight is a gender-neutral voice. I like that a lot. I may eventually... So, okay, I've been making a plan to eventually play the 3D remakes of 3 and 4 on here, rather than play I already played the Pixel Remaster of 3, but when I get to 4, I'm going to play the 3D remake on here. A, because Yuri Lowenthal voices Cecil, who's the main character, and B, I'm just going to play that version because that's a version that I don't know as much about compared to the Pixel Remaster, so, you know, a bit more of an incentive to go through it on that, but yeah, I don't know, I just think it would be interesting, a bit more interesting too. Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear 4 is really good though. I have not heard anyone have any issues with how 4 was remade, because it has really good cutscenes, doesn't it? Because I know 3 turned the cast into actual characters. Oh wait, Onion Knight has 2 of them? Onion Knight has 2 of them, holy shit, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, ooh, actually, I think because Onion Knight has 2 of them, and they're both very different, they're not just like, you know, you just get this and this. I think the attention to detail is enough that I'm like, okay, Onion Knight gets to go in an S slot for now. We'll have S, and then we'll limit the next one to the best one. Okay, look, I am a Final Fantasy IV person. I love Rydia. This one's really cool. I will say something about Final Fantasy IV. I like that people, like, whenever somebody adapts 4 in some way, they give Cecil the ability to bounce between Dark Knight and Paladin, and I like that a lot. It's a very fun little thing. It is... Oh, you mean the Pixel Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, the Pixel remake is just the one of the NES version, so yeah. I do want to get around to the DS versions of both games. It's just a matter of I played 3 kind of recently, so I'm a bit more like, eh. But I do want to get through the DS version. I know the GBA versions for all the Final Fantasy games are also really good. I can't just validate playing through the entire game on here just to only care or like be like focused on the content, like the extra content. That's something I do for like a GBA versus Pixel Remasters video or whatever. Okay, right. Oh, that's why did they not use Paladin Cecil? I guess because wait, he doesn't start out as Paladin Cecil, right? Is this like an install? Oh, this is an install. What the hell? Hold on. This is an install. I think the fact that this is an... Oh my god, wait, the portrait changes as he changes there. Okay, you know what? I think this is an install super, or a burst, which usually the bursts are just like finishers. But, man, I kind of like that one. I think it's the attention to detail, and I think it's just the thing of like them switching Cecil between Dark Knight and Paladin a lot that I just love. But that's just a really fun. That's really fun to me. Anyways, now 18. Yeah, yeah. I'd say A. I'd say give it an A. You know, doesn't hit the same kind of level. It's like right. It's like high A, low S. I'm not gonna do like specifics because that makes it so much more of a headache. But now we're on to Butts or Barts, whatever translation you want to use. Oh, no. Kane's in this game? Wait, what? I forgot Kane's in this game. What the hell? Damn, 4 got 2 reps. Holy shit. The only Dragoon in the entire franchise other than fucking, what's her name from 9? Why am I... Freya. God, I blanked on Freya. The only Dragoon in the entire franchise to be good. Freya is the only other one. Where's Kane? Where's Kane? Wait, do they have Cecil in his paladin form? Oh, there's Kane. Kane gets like an S. Guy from 2, Farron. I just find by Jet. Oh, you mean fucking where is it? Guy from 2. Oh, you mean the villain from 2? I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Kane's great. I like Kane a lot. Again, he's just one of the best Dragoons. Dragon form 2. Oh, okay. Okay. I just say like Kane's just kind of based. Again, he's just Dragoon. He's like one of few Dragoons in Final Fantasy. As much as they aura farm, like I will say this, sorry, right before we go into Bartz, I love Bartz. He's one of my favorite protagonists. He looks like a fucking twink in 3D, and I can't shake that. There are some Final Fantasy games, some of the old pixel ones, that kind of get a little shafted by the translation to 3D, and I think Bartz is one of them. Bartz is... he gets turned into a fucking twink. I know like the art books and everything depicts him as this, but like he just turns into a twink. And it's not a bad thing. It's just there's a lot of them in Final Fantasy. I just kind of pictured him not to be as like fucking twink-like, but what am I expecting? It's Final Fantasy. Anyways, Bartz. I was saying something about Kane, but I completely forgot. Did he steal? Wait, hold on. No, okay, this is awesome. This is actually really good. Sorry, Kane aura farming, that's what I meant to say. This is really good. Because if you pay attention, right, pay attention to the blades here. So I'm gonna try and like go bit by bit. That's Brotherhood from 10. That's the Warrior of Light's sword. That was Kane's spear. The Buster sword. The fucking thingies Squall. I keep wanting to call him Leon because of Kingdom Hearts, but Squall's Gunblade. I didn't catch the last one. I feel bad for not catching that one, but this one's really cool. The fact that it uses a bunch of different swords from every Final Fantasy. I kind of really like that one. He was always a twink, yeah. I always saw Ferris as like gender fluid. I don't know why. I mean, Ferris as a character, people are free to go off whatever headcanon they want to. I mean, no matter what, Ferris is just a very easy trans NB whatever label you want to put on them allegory. The easiest one you could give. And like, small shout out, by the way, there's a Final Fantasy V. Sorry, this is a bit of a tangent. You expect this. You came to one of my streams. I'm going to go on tangents. There's a Final Fantasy V retrospective on YouTube. I forget the exact person who put it out, but if you type in Final Fantasy V retrospective, you'll definitely get it. Very well researched video. And they even address the whole, like, really at the end of the day, it's just a headcanon because you know, not like the fact that Ferris is gender neutral, but like they chose to lean hi silent. They chose to lean into it as well because it works for Ferris's character, and also it's just like there is no point, or not that there's no point, but it does nothing to reduce to take it away from Ferris because it is just something that allows more people to connect with them as a character. So I think the people complaining about it, you know, hi, hello, sorry, we're talking about Final Fantasy V. This is a Final Fantasy Dissidia thingy, but Ferris as a character came out at a time where, you know, that wasn't like trans, and a lot of that kind of representation wasn't anything. It was still very stigmatized at the time, I believe. But just the thing about Ferris and them as a character, it takes nothing away to just like it takes nothing away to give people, oh no, that's okay, I'm just talking about like it's not like a spoiler really. I mean kind of, but it's not like anything. It's just a matter of like Ferris as a character, if you give them or take away the fact that they are mask presenting, for whatever reason you want to take it or give it to them or take it away, it does nothing to their character if you were to give it to them, and only reduces, like, it just kind of says that you don't want other people to be happy about it. This is maybe just a very like skewed view of it. Yeah, we will be done with Final Fantasy V in a bit. Sorry, I'm just kind of I didn't explain it that much in the Final Fantasy job video because I did get a few comments, by the way. I had to exercise my biggest, like, I am mature, I'm not going to get in internet arguments with people ever, because that Final Fantasy V job video that I made actually did get people like commenting that like, why would you do that? Why would you say that Ferris is a part of the LGBTQ or whatever? That's just not their character. I'm like, but it doesn't take anything away to say that they are. And it only allows more people to resonate with that character, to fully lean into the fact that they could be gender neutral, non-binary, mask presenting, whatever label you want to give them. Regardless, at the end of the day, just let people have fun. Even if it's not canon, it is a headcanon. Do not spit in other people's fun. It's just, you know, it's a fucking 20-plus-year-old RPG. No, people care, but like, you don't have to, you know? People just want to have fun with it, and they want to connect with the character in their own way, and with their experience of Ferris being unique to them, there's no problem with them thinking that and like projecting onto Ferris. I don't know, this happens every time I talk about Final Fantasy V, but it's just Ferris, good character. I like to joke that it is just accidental. It is the best accidental trans mask or like mask presenting representation that we've gotten in a Final Fantasy game. But hey, you know, Cloud's the trans femme, because there's a whole theory, or not a theory, but a whole thing about Cloud's story being also being a trans allegory because of identity crisis issues. Just a lot of people relating with this journey. So it is funny to see that Square has just had 2 games where very important characters to the story have both been accidentally trans representation. So, you know, anyways, that's my bit out there. If you want to argue with me, don't, because at the end of the day, it's just how I interpret the character. It's different from how you interpret the character, I'm sure. If you're mad at what I'm saying, and if you aren't, then I appreciate it. You're cool, because you're not forcing your opinion on me, and I'm not forcing my opinion on you. Yeah. Rare occasion of somebody who makes videos on the internet and isn't like forcing opinions everywhere. Sorry. Anyways, okay, we're done Final Fantasy V talk. Actually, no, we're not because I still have to cover. Wait, why didn't they show X-Death? There's X-Death and Golbez. What? That's. Oh, I guess they're just doing heroes for now. Anyways, okay, they're just doing heroes for now. I was like, wait, what? Okay, yeah, that just goes right into Terra then. Okay. Okay, look. As much as Terra's my girl, as much as I love her, I love Final Fantasy VI, I love Terra, and I love the fact that she does transform for her thing. I think it's a little cannot work with female trans mask character do what he gets through, but from cis male trans yeah, no, the toxic look and masculinity, yeah, no, I think it works in a trans femme pipeline. That's just my own interpretation. I do need to play 7 on here, and I feel like I am going to talk about it when I do play 7 on here, and when, you know, because I it's just something that I feel like I am going to end up mentioning. But yeah, I will. Did Steam just go down? I'm getting a lot of Steam notifications right now. I didn't rank Bart's. Shit. I like that one a lot. And Terra Super in this game. Yeah. It's not. It feels like it doesn't, because a lot of these supers are very well, like, they're very good representations of the characters, not even like their surface level character traits, but a lot of their deeper character traits. Like, I mean, it's a game made for Final Fantasy fans. You do kind of cut a bit deep.
One whole year,
Oh.
you goofy goober dragon 952.
Oh my
Ruby
god.
Love.
It's been a year. What the hell? Oh my god. I feel old. I don't feel old. But it's been a year. Thank you so much for a year, Dredge, and I really, really appreciate it. What was that? That was my alert noise. And I have TTS on for alerts and like subs and stuff. But yeah, no, that was my alert notification. And the GIF, if you're wondering about the GIF, that is a series called I'm in Love with the Villainess. Peak fiction. Okay, where's Terra in here? Yeah, Terra's there. I feel like Terra's is one of the ones, like, it's kind of the same degree as like Warrior of Light and Farron, where they're more surface level. You're reading it right now. Hell yes. Oh my god, it's so good. I feel old has been weird thinking I've been here for over a year. I mean, it's been weird thinking, like, of the fact that I have regulars, you know? I don't know. I mean, I've been doing this for like 5 years now. It's been a long ass time. And I mean, I always just do it for fun. So I do very much appreciate any support. I always make a big point never to like push it, because unless like I have something that I can like actually give as a incentive, because just doing it regardless, I feel weird about it. But like, I do very much appreciate it. And it feels, it is nice to have been able to do this for like 5 years now. And yeah, I thank anyone that supports the stream. Ad? You want me to play an ad? I don't think I can. I might need to remove ad because I run ads normally. I might need to remove that because I think if I run more ads than the ones I run every hour, it's gonna be bad. Because I already run them, and it also I think messes up the scheduling. So I'm gonna put a pause on that. I'm gonna put a pause on that, Redeem, and I'm gonna figure something out. Because yeah, it does end up fucking with the scheduling a bit, I've realized, because I have run it a few times and it just ends up messing it up, unfortunately. But yes, thank you, Jedgen. But yeah, no, the main thing is what I'm saying is Terra's just feels surface level. Meanwhile, all the other ones feel a lot more deeper and like familiar with the character. Fair enough, yeah. I mean, I'm slowly adding more channel point stuff. I'm hoping to finally figure out something to do with them. But like just in general, Terra's just very surface level. I mean, realistically, there's more you can do with her, but like, not a huge amount that you can do. Regardless, I feel like she could have summoned stuff, but I guess there's a lot of summoners in this game. I don't know. Anyways, Cloud. This is probably going to be one of the ones where either a lot of people love it or a lot of people hate it. But it's Cloud Strife, you know. He does Omni Slash, and I kind of love it. It is okay. Look, by nature of the other ones that we've covered so far, I would have said it's bland, but it's Cloud Strife. It's one of his most iconic limits. I feel like I have to put him in S. I will move these around more as well the farther we get in, but I am confident in saying that B or A, but you gotta also think it's Cloud, right? They're gonna go with like the most iconic. I think there's an Advent Children costume in this game that has like the Advent Children thing, maybe? I don't know if it changes it. Cloud might have two. Okay, no, he doesn't. Never mind. Oops, wrong one. I feel like I would. Okay, you know what? I'm fine with putting it in A. Honestly, you guys are free to like chip in, and by the way, and like try and sway my influence a bit. But like, yeah. Tifa. Tifa is a fun one. I think. A small epilepsy warning. I'm sorry. Tifa's is really fun. It's a, you know, basic. But, you know, Tifa doesn't have any magic powers or anything. She's just a fucking martial artist. I think the thing that sells me on this so much is the slot machine. Let's go gambling. And it's not even just me being like, I love Tifa. Because if I had to pick one character from Final Fantasy VII, it would probably be fucking, oh. She is, yeah. Hold on one sec. I'm just answering a message. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think because of it's another case of like a lot more attention to detail focused in than normal. Oh, hold on. There we go. You're gonna grab it. So no problem, no problem. Okay, so Tifa. So next is gonna be Squall. I think we're heading into a territory where I am not as familiar. Like, I need to play more of the post 10 games. Like, I need to sit down and like play through a couple of them maybe, because my scroll wheel just go down. Because I'm just not as familiar, so I won't get some of the references that are like. Also, her standing in front of the explosion is awesome. Okay, actually, I do know the reference for 8 here. Not the move, but like the mechanic, and I do really like that they did this for the mechanic. Hold on, I'm gonna back up a bit. But so for Squall, Final Fantasy VIII, right? The entire game there's a mechanic. It's like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. 7 out of 10? Okay. Well, hold on. There's an entire game, there's a mechanic where because Squall has a gun sword, if you time a button perfectly, you'll pull the trigger and like do extra damage. I think it's just a cool mechanic overall. It definitely influenced a little bit of like Thousand Year Door, even though like the active combat thing, it's a bit plain. It is a bit plain, but I think the mechanic, it's 100% crit. Okay, so I think the mechanic maybe bumps it into like high B, low A. I say B. I'd say B. I'd say B. I say B is a good spot, because I know that there's a couple in here that are going to definitely kind of like go low. but it's better. Yeah, it is better than Hero. I'll put it there. It is higher than Hero. Okay, right. I do know this guy's name. I played Opera Omnia. He was really good in Opera Omnia, I remember, or like when I played it a lot. I want to call him Linguini. It's not his name. Or like Legume. It's not pasta. It's like an L name. I'm completely blanking on it. And this is just me not knowing. Oh, wait, so this is just like Snake. This is just Snake's ultimate. Lugona. Okay, well, I was close. I was very close. For someone who hasn't played... Okay, this makes no sense, but I kind of love it. Hold on. Because, right, the first chunk is just Snake's ultimate from Smash Ultimate. Or not Ultimate, but like Snake's ultimate. Or his final Smash from like Brawl and stuff. And then he's just like, hey, we wanna make this cooler now. And just steps on a giant cannon and blasts. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know how, like, I'm assuming it doesn't, it looks like it doesn't make much sense. But, like, I kind of want to give it an A. Why is he in the game? Not any, I don't know. Wouldn't Sylvie make more sense? Or not? Renoa. Renoa would make more sense, I feel. There's a few. This is why I want them to make another Dissidia game, because there's a lot of characters that they can pull from now. There's like, they can pull from so many more characters now. They could get Clive. I know Clive's been in Tekken, but like, they could get Clive. They could get, like, do more characters that would feel a bit more unique in how they play. I know each character does feel unique. They gave Titus a moveset that's dedicated to Blitzball, which is funny. But like, you could add someone like Vivi is a monk, has his limit is mashing QTEs. I need to play 8. I may play it on here soon. I'm trying to think what Final Fantasy game I had geared up for next, because I was gonna wait to do Rebirth until I was like 100% sure that I could stream it, either that or until I get like a PS5 and then just play it on PS5 for you guys. That's if I get a PS5. Sniper who shoots people. That's funny. I kind of find that funny. I think the next one I want to do on here is either 13 or finish. I'm going to finish 10 on here, I think, next, but I want to either do 13 or maybe do 4. Either 4 or 13, because the reason why I want to do 13 is because 13 came out at a bad time, and there's been a lot more of a revisionist history about 13, and I want to actually sit down and play it and properly be like, hey, okay, this game is awesome, or this game sucks. I know the Steam port for 2 or 13.2 is ass. We'll figure something out when we get to that. I know 13 is kind of long. I also don't know why people were complaining about hallways because of Final Fantasy X being hallway. Anyways, I'm not getting into that now. I'm not going to get into that now. That's like a whole conversation. That's like like a 20-minute tangent. Okay, my boy Zidane. Sniper's limit is mashing to unload a U.S. military budget. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. This is my boy. This is my boy right here. It's fucked up. Zidane is one of my favorite characters in Final Fantasy. Some people say Zidane. However, I said Zidane the entire playthrough of 9 that I did, and then I watched Penny Snapcube play 9, and like everyone was saying it's actually pronounced Zidane, and I'm like, what do you mean it's been pronounced Zidane this entire time? But I am biased. Give us 9, yes. Okay, 9 remake, yes. I'm a bit biased here because this is like, this ultimate is a spoiler for 9. Okay, I think without the bar at the bottom, it would be like about the same as Cloud. Because the bar is there, and also because he's voiced by Bryce Papenbrook. Not that I'm like a big fan of Bryce Papenbrook. He's a good voice actor, not like throwing shade or anything. I just did not look at Zidane and be like, that's Bryce Papenbrook. I'd say yes, A for sure. Like a solid A with room to possibly grow, depending on the rest of the ratings. There's room to grow. That's what I'll say. I just like Zidane. Titus, okay, hold on. Titus is like actually kind of fun. His whole super is the fucking Jekt shot. And I feel like I have to put Titus in S tier, or like in S tier or up there with Bart's, because it wasn't just like, it was actually a unique thing that is important to his character. I mean, Jekt shot, I mean, you know, I'm not going to spoil 10 because I'm still playing through it. I just took a break because I had to grind for the magic only thing. I think Titus is an S tier, partially just because it's Blitzball. And another reason being, it's one of those ones that actually goes deeper into the character than just, you know. Weirdly enough, you can tell which Final Fantasy games were the devs' favorite games. They were massive Final Fantasy V stans, is all I'm going to say. They were massive stans of 5. I just really like the whole thing with Titus in this. I really like Titus. And Yuna too. Valifor, Shiva, Ifrit, Bahamut. I really like Yuna's. I really, really like Yuna's. His Jekt shot is a mark of his dad's. Yeah, no, I love Titus and 10's representation in here. I need to double check Yuna's because there's 2 elements here. If she's dancing, this is an S. If she's like actually busting it down, she is. She's busting it down while her summons kick shit. This is one of the best supers in the game. Because that's Yuna's character. That's like, again, you can tell that they like 10 a lot. So Yuna gets an S2. Final Fantasy X is a fantastic game, and it's a shame that the remake toned down the textures and made it really, like, there is always going to be a bit of a war on HD remaster of 10 and 10.2, making the models really, really stiff. But I think, I don't know exactly how I want to say it. I know there's a lot of people who really have like a vendetta against remaster for 10. I get it. I fully get it. If I have a way, if I do a normal 10 playthrough, like actually focusing on the story, I do kind of want to try the original PS2 version, because I have a PS2 and I have the original on disc. I kind of want to try it because I know there's a lot of differences. We'll see if I ever do a proper story playthrough, because I'm doing a magic only thing. So that's kind of putting it a bit more, and I've been joking a lot about Waka being racist, but he is for like 2/3 of the game. It you know, he gets better. He gets better. Anyways, you know, this is going to be 11. So, okay, I know, the thing is, I have seen this girl before, and when people are talking about 11, I know nothing about Final Fantasy 11. I know nothing about 11. I know nothing about 14. Genuinely, the MMOs, I know jack shit about. And I feel bad, because I hear that they're both very, very good. I just don't have the time to sink into 11 and 14. I don't even know. I will say this very much, he's the best party member. He is kind of really, really good. I think John DiMaggio does a fantastic job as Waka, and James Arnold Taylor does a great job as Titus too. I could go on I could make a whole video about like the Final Fantasy voice actors and how a lot of them are fantastic casting. There's a couple that are a bit weird, but I think for the most part, a lot of the Final Fantasy voice actors just across the whole franchise are fantastic castings. Especially, give me 1 second here. Especially Ben Starr as Clive. I think that is one of the best castings for a character ever. partially because I really like Ben Starr as an actor. I haven't played 16. I have seen some of his performance in 16. It is fantastic. I think Ben Starr is a phenomenal voice actor. And you can tell he's a massive fan of the franchise as well, which means that he's really putting his all into the role. And I think that's great. That is great. And because didn't he go on stage and say, play Final Fantasy VIII? It's not that bad, you cowards, or something like that? Because if my memory is correct, that's based. That's fucking awesome. Anyways, I find even the replacement voice actors for Final Fantasy VII, because I know they changed it between 7 or like Advent Children and Remake. He put his and his dad's love of Final Fantasy into it. That's amazing. That's fantastic. I need to get on playing 16. I need to get it. I know it's a lot more action RPG-y than 7 and 7 or 7 Remake and Rebirth. And I'm okay with that kind of because I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. But I'll see how I feel about it. I know 16 is one of the ones. Okay, right. I'm going to be honest, right? 13, 15, 16 are all extremely like divisive in the Final Fantasy fan base. Because I know some people hated 16. I mean, 7 Remake as well. 16's combat sucks, but that story fucks so hard. I'm a massive fan of the fact that every one of his moves in Tekken you can do in game. I'm a massive fan of that. I will hold any judgment that I have of 16 as a game until I'm able to play it. Because I cannot be casting shade because I've intentionally avoided so much stuff just for it. And I may play the demo on here eventually. We'll see. That might actually be something kind of fun for me to play the demo on here. That'll be fun. That was the 11 girl. I know nothing about 11 other than I know this character design. I thought it was an okay soup. I feel like this one gets a lower rating because I don't know it. I wouldn't say D because it had something to it. It seemed a bit more interesting. I may lower Farron down because Farron's a bit, it's just the same as Warrior of Lights, which, you know, Final Fantasy 2, but I will be so honest here. This is partially a avenue for me to say my opinions about some of these characters. Vaughn is not a protagonist. He is the only Final Fantasy protagonist that I look at. I'm like, you would be so much of a better party member than the main focus, I think. Because he just does not feel like a protagonist. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, this has a bit of sauce too. Okay. Vaughn is not even the MC of 12, it's the girl Anna? Okay. Well, I mean, he's the character you play as. Or he's the character that you control from the beginning. See, I kind of fucked with that. I want to say D. Or I want to say C, because I see that it's definitely a poor representation of 12, maybe. Having played like 2 hours, actually, hold on, I can pull up my playtime right now of 12. Hold on, I can pull up my playtime right now. Zodiac Age. 2 hours. Okay, well, hold on. We won't. Hold on. That was just a cool super. Very misleading. It's his limit break form. It's limited. Oh. Okay, yeah, no, I just need to play 12 then. I think it's something that I will understand if I play 12. So maybe I'll come back to this once I play 12. We'll see. Maybe they'll announce a Dissidia game, but oh, hold on. Okay, I will not apologize if this is a little biased, because I really love Lightning. And I have played a little bit of Lightning Returns because I had to for the video. I love that you can play dress-up mode in that game, because I was sending screenshots to one of my bisexual friends, and they were dying over Lightning. Okay. The timer where you jump the enemy with super powerful magic, I kind of like that. It's kind of like, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Xenoblade, kind of. not lightnings, but the 12 thing. I do like lightnings. It's a bit different because it feels a little more interactive, but also just like the animation. I know it loops in there a bit, but lightning just look, her as a character, like her design as a character aside, she was made for lesbians. She is female. She's like actual female Cloud. And I really like her animations here. I will apologize slightly. I will not apologize actually. I give it an A. It's a bit basic, but Lightning is also, that shot is fantastic. Dress Up Game was one of the reasons. Oh my god, yes. Oh, okay. We're in the villains now. This is Chris Sabat. The same guy who voices Vegeta voices Chaos. Well, they might change that with Stranger of Paradise, but hey, you know, I don't actually... Okay, wait, hold on. Is Stranger of Paradise canon? It can't be, because I know everyone was so, like, I don't think anyone took that game seriously except for the devs. It is? Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. So, Chris Sabat is no longer the voice actor for Chaos, I think, then. Right? That would make sense, because I don't know off the top of my head who voiced Jack. I mean, spoilers for Stranger of Paradise, but, like, can I say... Yeah, no, I don't think anyone actually cares about spoilers for Strangers of Paradise. It's like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance of Final Fantasy, where it is so memed on, and like you take the piss out of the game. I do like that Alejandro Sub voices in that game as guy with pink hair. Fuck, what's his name? Not Prompto. Every time I think of him, I want to say Prompto, but that's 15. Yeah, he came to kill Chaos. Yeah. Jack Garland. Okay, right. I want to play Stranger of Paradise at some point, but I want you guys to know Kraken, I think. No, it's the pink. Okay, so Stranger of Paradise, you boot the game up, you meet 2 party members right out the gate just because they have crystals. The guy I'm thinking of is the guy with the pink hair from that. Hold on. It's probably on the Steam page. If I can find Stranger of Paradise in my Steam library, I guarantee I could. There it is. I could probably find, not Plucky. It's like a P name. Jack is gay. Oh hell yeah. Just like Raiden then. Sorry about that. Not sorry, but like funny. What is his name? Fuck, it's not Crack-On. It's like the first party member. There's DLC for this game? Mount Gasket of Final Fantasy X? What the hell? I didn't know this game had DLC. Actually, no, I don't know if I can stream this game because Frank Sinatra plays throughout it. Spoilers for... Yeah, you can say spoilers. I'm not too worried about it, but like I'm just thinking. What is his fucking name? No, this game is hilarious. It also just plays like a Dark Souls game, but with jobs, and I kind of like that. It is a very, very iffy game. Yeah, I know that much. I'm just thinking, what the fuck is his name? Oh, that's gonna bother me so much. I just like the guy who voices him. Anyways, this is Chaos. Oh, hold on, let me snooze the ad real quick. 5 minutes. So I got like 5 minutes to burn through the rest of this, I think. Chaos. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, right? For the big bad of Final Fantasy 1, who shares a name with the big, like, antagonist of the franchise, Chaos, well, he's not even, like, a cross-franchise thing, but just for Dissidia. I kind of really like that. I guess I could call him Garland. Yeah, no, he's called Garland. Show how all the Final Fantasy games are canon to one another. It's like multiverse. I need to sit down and play it then, but it's like multiverse theory, isn't it? um, no, he's okay. Well, yeah, but like the name that they give him, like, like I know it is chaos. Like the name of the Final Fantasy one, it's either Garland or Chaos. I think it's Garland, isn't it? I know it's Jack now, but isn't it Garland? Or am I thinking of another bot? No, that's Xdeath. That's Xdeath. That's Golbez. Yeah, no, this is Garland. At least this version. I call this version Garland. To me, it's yeah. Oh yeah, no, I fully get that. No worries. It's just going off of like the time that this was made. His name is Garland, I think. It's either Garland or Chaos. I don't know, but since I need to play Stranger Paradise on here, it's so funny. Okay, why did they kind of cook with the villains so far? And why are we getting flashed with the his name's Emperor, right? I never finished 2. I can't bring myself to finish 2. I'm sorry. That's the Emperor. I'm gonna put him down here for now, and I think I'm gonna with room to possibly go to a C. It started good. With his, yeah. It started good. I think it started pretty good. It's just, for some reason, it had the fucking, like, stasis chamber, and I don't know that. Now, Cloud of Darkness, right? Okay, I know why you're green, but why are you green? I'm gonna snooze the ad one more time. I'm gonna try and snooze the ad one more time. Hopefully we can get through a little bit of this, a bit more of this, and then I'll do like, I'm just gonna do like, yeah, I'll find something out. I know what I'm gonna do after this. She's green. That's just her sprite from, or that was like, You Will Not Say. Okay, that one's kind of eh. Like, that one's kind of really eh for how good the thirds, the Onion Knights was. I know why she's green, because that's like the Cloud of Darkness thing, and that's like the only version that you see of her, I think. Hold on, let me get some water. Yeah, I'll play some Crisis Core after this, but yeah, no, he why does my voice sound worse? Yeah, no, did nothing in 3. She did nothing. She just showed up as the final boss. Which is funny, because there's been a couple times that that's just been the case. Ugh. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, she's... I mean, it makes sense for what... Like, I know the move that this is referencing. And I know how strong that move is. I think this might be our first... That's Unalesca. That's not Unalesca. I'm stupid. Wait, which one is Cloud of... This one is Cloud of Darkness. She's hot, so D tier. No, hold on. There's another one. We wait until the 8 one. I'd say that's probably my least favorite, though, so far. I don't think any of these are really bad, but I'm just kind of like... There's no material to go off of, though, so, like... I'm very excited about this one, though. Oh, Golbez. Golbez, my goat. Golbez, my goat. Hold on, no, that one was really good. I don't know if you guys have seen... This is mild spoilers for 14. Just mild spoilers for 14. Actually, I don't even know if this is spoilers. It's just that... actually... Okay, no. Mild spoilers for Final Fantasy XIV. It's just a raid boss. I'm going to give you guys like 2 seconds. Okay. Golbez is a boss in 14, like a raid boss in 14. I want to show you guys, actually. Wish he lost his armor like in After Years. I'm sorry, After Years is, I'm gonna play, like when I do for the DS version of 4, I will play After Years because, I mean, that was the version that it shipped with, I think, or no, that was the PSP that it shipped with. Should I play, I'm debating now if I should play the PSP version because that has Interlude and After Years, and even though Interlude is like an hour long and it's ass, maybe, or Intermission, sorry, not Interlude, Intermission. Interlude is fucking 7 remake. But I want to show you guys real quick. Fucking Golbez FF14 raid boss. This I was shown by a friend. This is so cool, right? I'm gonna skip to the actual fight. I know this is Final Fantasy 14. This is like, you know, Golbez as a character is just one of the cool guys. His intro to this fight is actually kind of sick. Watch this. Or, no, wait. There's like Final Fantasy, like I hear a lot about how many little references there are in 14 to, there's like something in here. I was shown this by a friend. He like fucking takes you to space. Oh, is it? Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. I know what version this is. Fucking, hold on. I know the version I need to look for. Extreme, right? No. Okay, well, hold on. Hold on. Let me look for the link because I should still have that link somewhere. Golbez? Oh shit. I did not. Oops. Sorry. I typed that in general. Oopsies. It was in a Discord thing. Golbez. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, so wait. Where was the? Oh, hold on. Okay, hold. Oh, there's a cat. Okay. Can we get hit with the ad while you wait? Well, okay, it's like 2 minutes. I have the thing pulled up. Sorry. Okay, so, okay. This one's more appropriate for when we get to the next one. But this is like really cool. This is X-Death. We'll do this. Hold on. I'll delay it. I delayed the ad again because this is so cool. Like, this is a transition. Like, you know, you give it a sec. I think this is the coolest thing ever. This is like what a Final Fantasy V remake would probably fucking look like a cutscene like this. I think Final Fantasy V is one of those games where if we got a remake, I wouldn't be upset, but I'm not actively wanting one, you know? Because I think the pixel remaster suffices. But this is so cool. Just wait. The music coming in too. This is fantastic. Like, I think this is amazing. We don't get burnt cigar phase, but like, this is amazing. Okay, now the entire HUD showed up. Final Fantasy 5 and 9 remake. I think 5 could get a remake. I think it is a game that could definitely benefit from a remake. I think there would be some problems with a remake that actually happens because you know how remakes are with Final Fantasy. They usually go for a different direction and like expand upon the story more. I think if it is a HD 2D thing, not to say like I say the same kind as like Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D. Doesn't have to exactly be that in the HD 2D style. If it is a remake to that degree where it adds a little extra stuff, maybe a dungeon, like the GBA version, I think that'd be fine, right? I don't want a full remake, though. I don't want a full remake on the same scale as 5 or 7, mainly because I don't think that fits Final Fantasy 5 and like the use of the job system. The main reason why I don't want it is I don't want them to bust how the job system works in 5. I don't want to break that, because how it works in 5 is my favorite iteration of a job system in an RPG, maybe almost matched by Octopath 2. I think that is my favorite iteration of a job system in a RPG, period. Nearly matched by Octopath 2. Like, I'm sitting here like, I think the only direction that you could feasibly remake Final Fantasy V would be something like an HD 2D remake. And then you just add in a bit more. You can change the balancing of the jobs maybe a little bit, maybe an ability here or there. Make one job a bit more useful, make one a bit less overpowered. You probably know the ones that I mean. But the main thing about 5 is just the mixing of the job abilities, and I want that to stay so badly. And I think it would definitely benefit from one. I know the pixel remasters are whatever, but like there's some people out there who hate pixel era games, like with a burning passion. I will show you the, hold on, okay. I will show you one other transition. This is also a character in Dissidia, but I want to show this because this is the Kefka one from 6. Because I think 6 is probably like, okay. 5 and 6, 4, 5, and 6 are all games I think could be remade. 6 has to stay in the pixel format. I think if they went 3D with 6, it would kind of take a little bit away from it. I think the only direction for a 6 remake would be HD 2D. But this gave me chills when I watched it, when a friend sent it to me. The music coming in just hits so well. That just hits. That's a solid thing. Anyways, sorry. That was a long tangent. I promise the next one will not happen tonight. I cannot delay the ad anymore, so we might hang around. I might do a bit more of a tangent while I wait for the ad to come back, but we'll see. Anyways, that was a long-winded way of saying this is like an A. I like that a lot. Let's cram in X Death real quick. Let's cram in X Death before the ad hits. Okay, wait, hold on. Neo Almageddon. Okay, hold on. Hold on. X Death? I was expecting a little bit more. I'm not complaining with what we got. I'm glad it wasn't Neo X Death. Is it weird to say? It might be a bit weird to say that, but I am glad it isn't Neo X Death. I mean, it's the PSP. It would crash the system if it did that. I think because mine has Magic Overkill. Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, the thing is with X Death, right? The main thing, the only things that you could lean into are either the Void, because he uses the Void the entire game, or him turning into a Splinter, which is a real thing for the people who haven't played 5. The main villain is a cartoon character. He's a cartoon villain. I mean, Gilgamesh is in this game. He's right there. But I kind of really like it, mainly just because it's not Neo X Death. Can we get Gilgamesh in here? Because I know it's going to take a bit for the ad to kick in. Oh, Oh, it's Kefka. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. Magic Overkill is so, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I will say, I think that one is like a, I'd say, it's like another B. I think Kefka's another B. It's good. It's the same kind of thing as Terra, where as much as you know Final Fantasy VI, it feels a bit lackluster. Low B, yeah, low B. Low B. Sephiroth, okay, well, I mean... Oh, you know what? No, the equation's coming across the screen. Supernova. Okay, I was gonna say not that good, but then the character fell into the sun, and I kind of want to put it, like, low S. That kind of really did a lot. And it's not even just he's Sephiroth, right? That did a lot. That did a lot. That one was good. It was a very good one. I have to stay firm on the S though. Oh shit. Oh, this is Final Fantasy 10 or 8. Okay, hold on. Who wants a small yap fest while I wait for the ad to finish. Hold yeah, no, okay, so funny enough, the thing is, right, I would love to go into, if I could do like a sightseeing tour on 14, that'd be great. Just go through, play some of the content that would like be really cool to me. I think that'd be fine. However, I do kind of want to play 14. I just like, you know, I just, you know, back. Hello. I think I would like to go on a sightseeing tour of 14, see some of the bosses, and like, you know, not sink 10 million hours into the game. We got Final Fantasy 8. Let's check time compression. Okay, but this, ooh. Okay, no, I'm a sucker for a time stop. And I'm putting her like here. I'm a sucker for that. I'm a sucker for this. She's kind of, why is the, okay, Sephiroth is definitely the most replayed. It's Sephiroth. This one's kind of awesome. This one's kind of, that one's kind of that one's kind of good. Oh shit, next is gonna be Kuja. Okay, yeah, no, I think I'm pretty sturdy on that one. Kuja, I'm curious about Kuja, right? I'm very curious about Kuja. It doesn't fit 8? Yeah, no. Okay, Kuja's... Okay, I feel like it not fitting the game is maybe a detriment of a criticism, because this doesn't fit the, like, that did not fit 9. But I kind of like it because of how much it works within Kuja's character. Like, I mean, the entire game, right? Kuja's a very, like... I mean, okay, right. I'm gonna say this, and I mean this. Final Fantasy IX is structured like a theater performance, right? Like that is its overarching leitmotif. It reusing this, like the audio, the music leitmotifs, The whole thing with Tantalus is like a bit more in your face than the actual like feeling of 9, because 9 feels like a stage play, in my opinion. Not in like the stakes or anything or like as a detriment. I think that's why I like 9 so much, is because it really feels like a good stage play. And it explains a lot of like the music, like Black Village, Black Mage Village, Gargan Rue being one of the worst tracks in a Final Fantasy game, but I love it because of how funny it is. Queen is Marsh, like it all kind of makes sense, I guess. He makes racism and kill the people how he takes over. Okay, you aren't wrong. You aren't wrong. I just really like them using that to then style Kuja's thing like he's conducting an orchestra, and then the whole thing of like, here comes the finale. I feel like I'm not gonna budge here. B's fine. I think that's enough of like kind of taking both views in of my own, and then also like chat, Twitch chat. Jects, I'm curious about. Okay, his is also kind of Blitz themed. His is Blitz themed, just a little less so, and not as like as much as Titus. He just kicks the shit out of people. And I'm not, my recollection of that is not full, like, I think that's an S. Because he beats the shit out of you, and it's kind of funny. This is, when are they going to do Gilgamesh? Is what I'm saying. When are they going to do Gilgamesh? Oh. This is from 11, isn't it? Isn't she like fucking, this isn't like the evil, I mean, she's the villain side. Sorry, I know this isn't a Lalafell because Lalafells are 14. I can't look at her and think of that, like, take her seriously because she's tiny. And, I mean, that's like a cool one. It's like a C. Like 11, but I can't take her seriously. She's just tiny. Okay, I actually don't recall the name of this boss. Okay, wait, I kind of fuck with this though. I do want to say one thing. I don't think there's any bad supers in this game. A lot of them work for what they're going for. That was kind of cool. I don't actually know his name because I haven't played that far in 12. I think he's kind of, I think that's kind of cool. Let's watch it again real quick. Let's just run that one back because this one's kind of quickening. Let's see this one. Let's see this one again. Hold on. I kind of fuck with this. Just the variety of it all. It really works. Oh, and he hits the pose from the box art. That, ooh, yeah, okay, that one might be a pretty high one. Jet is a kid person. He's violent and rude to everyone. He lied about the Jet Shot name. Oh, Jet Shot's name. Mentally abused his kid and then had his friend raise him. I like Jet super. Oh, yeah. I think this is up there with like Onion Knight, actually. That one's just a really cool super. Jekt is so funny because I believe in the fucking, I think it's in one of Titus's dreams near the beginning of the game. Doesn't he like bully the shit out of Titus in his dream? And like Titus is like getting approached by I think 2 women, Riku and Yuna, sorry. Riku and Yuna are like in his dream and they're like flirting with him, and then Jekt shows up, calls him a bitch, and then just laughs at him and gets both Yuna and Riku to laugh at him as well. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. 10 is so funny. I love 10. That's really cool. Oh, here's Gilgamesh. Here's my goat. Select Excalibur. Okay, no, this is another this is another. Okay, wait, hold on. That's another look. It may seem a bit plain. I think that one's up there. I think that one's up. I think it's because I love Gilgamesh as a character, right? I think he's a really, really good character, and I like that he's in a lot of things. He has one of the best songs as his theme out of the entire franchise. Battle on the Big Bridge is a fantastic song. Let's watch that one. Oh wait, okay, these ones aren't in the tier list. These are like the final boss shit. I won't show you guys that one because that's just actual spoilers. Clash on the Big Bridge is just phenomenal. But like Gilgamesh is like the silly villain. He's like the kind of guy that would be like, yeah, boys, get him, boys. Also, can I just point out, he just fucking splats against the wall to break it, then falls and picks out regular Excalibur and then hits the poses. I just love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. All right, so those are the tier lists for tonight. I really only have an hour and a half before I will end. Let me close that. So what I'm gonna do instead of doing Crisis Core, ST can travel universes. Oh yeah, no, I love the fact that Gilgamesh is omniversal. It's so funny to me. I'm just gonna let me find a game. You know what? I haven't played. Okay, no, I'm gonna say I haven't streamed Strive. I have mods, not like game breaking ones, just a lot of like sound ones, and I don't wanna. I don't want those to be on stream. I think actually a lot of skin ones. I mean, yeah, I can make a lobby. Where there's Unverum. Let me. I think I don't think I have any like massive ones actually. I think it is just like a couple skin ones and like. Let me check. It's gonna take a sec to load because fucking Strive. I have a lot. Yeah, no, a lot of these are just like client side stuff. It's not like okay, well actually. Okay, well hold on. Yeah, no, I mean a lot of these are just kind of whatever. I'm just double checking them because it has been like a while since I played Strive. Oh, well, Unverum had a little issue there. That's fine.